50 years after his assassination, the message of Martin Luther King Jr. lives on. Listen.
And I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
The niece of the late Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Alveda King, joins us now. She is also a Fox News contributor. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ainsley, and good morning, Fox and friends. Hi, everyone.
Well, we all say hello back to you. I know the president has just issued a proclamation on this day. You talk to him quite often. Tell us about that proclamation.
Well, I have just a little bit of it here on my cell phone, and he talks about President Trump, just reading straight out of the proclamation. It is not government that will achieve Dr. King's ideals, but rather the people of this great country who will see to it that our nation represents all that is good and true and embodies unity, peace, and justice. He goes on to talk about Abraham Lincoln and Dr. King's ideals of us becoming one blood, one community, and getting along and having a safe and secure nation.
That's beautiful. Yeah. It's not the government, it's the people that can make a difference.
Yes.
What do you think your uncle would say about this administration, and would he be happy with where our country is today?
Well, my uncle, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., reminded me of evangelist Billy Graham, who recently passed as well. Now, Billy Graham was a lifelong Democrat, but he espoused and believed in Bible principles. Martin Luther King Jr. was an independent, and he also believed in that. As a matter of fact, they often ministered together. So I believe if my uncle were here today, he would pray for the president, pray with the president, if he had an opportunity, and to pray for this great nation. My uncle, one of my favorite quotes, we must learn to live together as brothers, and I added sisters, or perish together as fools. And if we work together, we won't perish. And I believe that, and I believe if my uncle were here today, an imperfect man he was who served a perfect God. My uncle loved God very much, and he loved humanity. We are one blood, one human race, and I believe he's right. We can learn to live together as brothers and sisters.
You know, when we played that soundbite, that was the speech he gave the night before he died. He said, "I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land." And then on April 4th, the next day at 6 p.m., he was on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel. A sniper bullet hit him in the neck, and he died 1 hour later at the age of 39. I didn't realize he was that young.
He was very young, and I'd like to mention my dad, Reverend A.D. King, was there too. My dad had just gone down to the lower floor to his room when that happened. And the next year, Daddy was killed. He was 39 when he was killed, kind of like the Kennedy brothers. But Martin Luther King Jr., during his whole lifetime, lived a life of love and service. And he did take the knee during his lifetime. I'm talking to the millennials now. But he took the knee in prayer to God. So we've got to return to God. We have to have God among us. And that is something, as a Christian preacher, Martin Luther King Jr. would be saying today. I believe he would pray for the president, with the president, pray for and with America. And that's the message, agape love, one community, one blood, one race. That's his
your
message.
family has sacrificed so much. You and your entire family, thank you. The country is a better place because of your family. God bless you.